Should gay marriage be legalized? Growing up in the Hispanic community culture and coming from a very religious background, I always heard homosexuality is wrong. During my teen years, I heard from society too who felt even outraged at the word homosexual. They didn't even want to hear anything or had anything to do with it. Society teaches us who should be, who we should be, and why, and what is right and wrong, and we just follow it blindly without even thinking about it or putting anything against it. I am a homosexual who, at one point in time, always thought about getting married. And there's a lot of components, that could not happen or I could not include my husband in if marriage is not legalized. James Baldwin said, "We can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my opposition, in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist." Homosexual couples should not be denied the rights that heterosexual couples have. Marriage is not only for the benefits or procreation, and legalizing gay marriage will not harm the institution of an already established marriage. Marriage is about love, not gender. When a couple gets married, they gain marriage status rights. Some of these rights are, you can include them in your insurance, whether it's car, life. If for any wrongful way your spouse is to pass, then you're able to collect their social security. You're able to take care of stuff, and you can actually build a life together when they're with you, and you want to create a life together with them until the end. When Ellen DeGeneres got married, she wrote in her vows, "It is good to be loved. It is profound to be understood, and to me, that's everything. She loves me for everything that I am. She supports me and makes me happy." Which, according to the Bible, on the 1st of Corinthians 13:4, it talks about love. Love is patient, is kind. It always protects, it always trusts, always hopes, always persevere. Love never fails. Ellen shows such with her wife Portia. They've been together for 20 years and they are committed to each other. They are creating a life together, and without having the legal, right to wed, they couldn't be creating this life they have. Part of society believes it's not only about the rights and benefits, but it's also about procreation. If procreation is a requirement for society, then infertile couples or couples who choose not to have children should not have the legal right to wed either, because they don't have kids, they don't want kids. They're opting out of it altogether unless they're infertile, which of course you don't have a choice to have children or not, unless you want to use such things as a surrogate mother or you want to adopt. Parenting styles from homosexuals and heterosexuals do not differ. According to Abby Goldberg, who is a professor of psychology at the Clark University in Worcester, Massachusetts, she did a research in which she actually found that heterosexual and homosexual parents have the same type of parenting styles. Did you know there are 428,000 children in foster care in the United States? According to the UCLA School of Law and Williams Institute, there are 21.4% of homosexual couples raising adopting children compared to only 3% of heterosexual couples. So Seeing a child abandoned by its parents, some couples, same-sex couples, do decide to wed and adopt a child just to provide them the family and the love that they need and deserve. Who believes that equal benefits for homosexual marriage and not being able to procreate children will harm the institution of family? In fact, gay marriage will not harm the institution of marriage, according to the American Psychological Association. When discussing relationship issues among same-sex couples, they tend to bring them up more lightly and receive comments less offensively than heterosexual couples. And they also stated that heterosexual couples may have a lot to learn from gay and lesbian relationships. And they also reported that the divorce rate for heterosexual couples is 2%, which is higher compared to homosexual couples, who is only 1%. Same-sex marriages are on the rise according to the survey that they conducted, showing the reasons for marriage in which love is just at the top as heterosexual couples. It's all about love. It's not about the money, the benefits of including someone. It's about falling in love with one person and trying to create a life together. Marriage equality is a right for everyone, including homosexual couples. We fall in love, we argue, we overcome problems, and build a life together with a partner. But we also need benefits, not just to back us up, but to back the family, children, and the life we build together in case they're no longer with us. Some do want to adopt children and provide for them. So without any benefits, they wouldn't be able to do so. And if it comes legally where you married into someone who had a child and don't have any other family member, the child could be removed from you just because you're not a legal parent or guardian. So, that puts even more stress on your family. Legal marriage should not be limited by religious objections because support in the US for same-sex marriage has increased from 15 to 29% by religious Americans, 72% by the millennials, and 75% of Democrats favor it. We need to continue to grow as a country and help each other. Mother Teresa said, "I alone can't change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create meaning ripples." Let's be a ripple.